Hey guys, welcome to the second part of the Demon Souls finale. Let me just adjust my mic here. So, it's time to finally try and kick the ass of Mr. Alant. Oh, in the last episode he was giving me so much grief. But we've gone back to the Dragon Bone Smasher simply because of the pure damage output of it. I know the Flamberge can probably do more overall because of the 3 swings, but that means it requires 3 swings. And now that I've got a decent look at his pattern, I think we can do it. Should we give it a go? Come on. Okay. Damn it. One more time, let's go. King asshole. Jesus Christ. Oh, not again. I can't use the smasher. I'm gonna have to go two-handed. I can't use the smasher anymore. He's dropped my level too much. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Okay, went back to the Flamberge for now, annoyingly. But I'm going to try and use Turpentine to put it on fire, see if that helps any. Because I'm quite willing to try anything at this point, because this guy is really starting to hack me off. Okay, let's pop it on fire now. We're going to have some grass jelly as well. That's going to constantly help my health. Come on, asshole. Okay. One, 2, 3. Oh, you bastard. The thing is, as well, you have no control of which level he'll take. Yeah, hyper aggressive mode now. To be honest, that pine resin didn't help as much as I thought it would, so... Still gonna do it though, because every little helps. I really should go in and smack him when he does this. That did not hit me. I should also put my armor back on. Okay. This fight can take as long as it needs to. This fight can take as long as it needs to. Okay, going double-handed is not really... Oh, what am I doing? Okay. Reset, we're halfway. Just under. Another one. Jesus. Four? No. I really take the opportunity to go in and smack him one. Just chip away slowly, come on. Back off, back off, back off, back off. Okay. Oh, that was tense. Come on. Come on. Good job I didn't go for a hit there. Back off, back off, back off. Oh, no, you don't. Come on, just keep this up. Just keep this up. Oh, crap. Oh, no, 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 no. You are. Oh my god, look how much health we had. I'm taking no chances. What's he doing? Come on. No. Yes! Yes! Get down! Oh! Oh my god. We fucking earned that. Oh my god. You have no idea about this, guys. I had to spend the last 2 minutes of that basically trying to plug my charger in as well because my battery on my DualSense was dying, and yeah.
How did you defeat my demonic reflection? How many souls might you have devoured, I wonder? The rest is up to the Old One. If it is to be, then you shall be beckoned.
Right, so before we go back, yeah, King Alans is not the true king. This is a reflection, a demon that's been resurrected in Alant's image, because Alant was lured to the demon, if you remember, and he was the one that originally dabbled in the soul arts, I believe. So we're going to head back to the Nexus now. Throne of the false king. The man who wielded untold power, calmly watching over the kingdom from on high, was not in fact old King Alant, but a demonic impostor who stood in his place. The true king dwells with the old one. Awesome. That was hard. That was really hard. I didn't think we were going to have that. That blast took us down to like 1 point of health. Couldn't believe it. Ooh, okay, so the statue dropped its sword and smashed all this.
I hear a voice of yore. The old one calls for thee. Let us proceed below to its lair.
Yeah, let's not. Proceed? You look how I feel, sweetheart. Oh, hell. I didn't realise the 100-acre would have gone demonic. Oh, bother.
Old one, I have granted thy wish. A new demon.
Huh?
Come now, be good.
Oh, the Monumental said that if we absorb enough demon souls, it will lure us to it. The old one. Okay, there is an archstone up here. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, screw that. Okay. I wonder how far we can go. Okay, not very. I guess it's to the old one then. Now I'm going to talk to the Maiden in Black because I'd like to spend these souls before we head into the old one, just in case. For what reason should be obvious. This is a really cool area. And what the hell was using a sword that big?
Let us proceed below to its lair. Let us proceed below.
Can't say I'm wild about going into a new area with 83,500 souls, but you know, we'll go with it. In fact, have I still got my talisman? Yes, I have. Just in case.
You have been chosen by the Old One. Will you seek the everlasting demon souls? Or has the Monumental blinded you? Whatever your choice, you are our first visitor. May you be welcome here.
So that's our aunt.
Surely you have seen for yourself the pain and suffering that fills this world.
Ugh.
But God is merciful, and so created the Old One. A poison is a poison. The Old One will feed upon our souls and put an end to this tragedy.
So this is King Alarm. This is what he's become. Thus is one of the most disappointing final boss fights in a game like this, because he really is quite pathetic. He's still got his sword though, look, in his left hand, right hand. But I think that's the point, is to show you the sort of, I think it's called like a pathetic fallacy, where it's like, well, we've beaten all these ultra strong demons, but yet humanity was just too weak to contain it. I mean, he's just a wreck. So I think it's more symbolic than a challenge. I mean, he can kill you, but you look pretty silly after beating the real Alant. Not the real Alant, the other Alant.
No one wishes to go on.
Okay.
Thy work is done. Slayer of demons, go back above. The nexus shall imprison thee no longer.
She's trying to put it back to sleep, isn't she?
I shall
Yeah.
lull the old one back to slumber.
So, can we talk to her?
The old one and I shall slumber evermore. As it should be, thou mayst go. Be gone to thy world. Thou
Okay.
mayst go.
You have a choice here, as you do with most Souls games. I'll have that, thank you. Soulbrand. Yes, because that's half of the sword. The other half was the old King Alant had the fake king. He had Demon Brand. If you put them together, they make a sword called Northern Regalia, which is something we'll discuss another time. So we have a choice here. You can leave the old one, and you get like a canonical good ending, if you like, or we can kill the Maiden in Black and get an absolute metric ton of souls and become the new slave. I think in this playthrough, I want the good ending.
My thanks. At last, the end is in sight.
Now, I think once you exit, yeah, you can't go back in. I think this is the better ending.
The Old One, along with the Maiden, were swept back into the lulling fog. Volataria was spared from the demons, but also lost its knowledge of the soul arts. The souls lost during the pandemonium were never retrieved.
Damn.
And today, the unstable world has another monumental to hold its fabric together. A brave new hero of unprecedented power.
Wow, awesome. Oh god, this game is an absolute pain in the ass, but you know what? I love it to bits. This is what started it all off, guys. They didn't even release this outside of Japan initially because they thought Western audience just wouldn't get it. It would just be too much. I'm so glad they did. I remember getting the original game on PS3, and I got the Black Phantom edition, which came with the soundtrack, came with the guide, and I remember spending literally about 100 hours trying to figure out everything. And then I played it again, and New Game Plus was just a whole other challenge. Playing it like this is how I remember seeing it, if that makes sense, with like the sort of personal filter put on it, if you know what I mean. This is how I hoped it would look. Obviously the PS3 had its limits. But the legend that is the original Demon Souls and Star community, we thank you for this opportunity. Your iron will summon the Genesis. Oh, it's a shame. Oh, I can read that in the edit. So, yeah, this game literally is probably one of the hardest Soulsborne games out there, just because of how brutal it is, but also because it was the first of its kind. It was the first game from Software in this type of RPG genre. Now, they did do other games like Kingsfield and what have you before, but this is a whole nother challenge because everything's on you. I believe this is like the first game of its type. Can't you say? Oh wow, that's incredible. I love that they picked a Monumental spot to do that. That's really cool. In fact, I think it is, unless it's where Saint Urbain. I think it's where Saint Urbain is praying. But yeah, this game was, like I said, the first of its kind. It started a whole genre, for crying out loud. And I remember, like I said, the first time I played this, it literally ate my brain. It was like I was obsessed with it because it was unapologetically difficult. But every victory was a rush. Every victory is a step closer, and it's you getting physically better at the game. You know, you are progressing not only the story, not only the game itself, but you're progressing yourself as a player. Your skill is going up, and that's great. And it's unapologetic in punishing you for making mistakes. Unapologetic in punishing you for rushing or for trying to get through an area quickly. I mean, the game's just unapologetic in general. You know, if you don't play by its rules, it will kill you. And so it should. You know, it wants you to play it a certain way, and you have freedom in what weapons you want to use. in what magic you want to use, what builds you want to use. You've got total freedom. But how you complete the game, you have to play by its rules. And I think, yeah, there's a couple of bosses in the game that are pushovers or might be, you know, a little bit meh. But there are some which are a true test of skill. I mean, that Allant one, God. I don't know how we got through that, to be honest. I think we lost about 6 levels to him at one point. But as I say, every time we did an episode, every time we beat a boss, I felt like I was getting better at the game. I felt like I was getting to a point where I was getting used to my build, I was getting used to my weapons. And also just seeing all the bosses again, all the areas again in, like, with certain changes. Like, Bluepoint did a great job with this game. They know what they're doing. You know, Flame Lurker, for instance, you can very easily cheese him by getting him stuck on a set of ribs in his arena and shoot him to death. That makes a very challenging fight actually very trivial. But they took that out, they changed that, they fixed that to make the game harder. But to make it fairer as well. Not just for the player, but for the game as well. It has to be fair. Otherwise, what's the point in a game like this? You know, I'll be honest, I think the areas are way harder than the boss fights sometimes, or a lot of the time. I've said this in Dark Souls, I said this in Bloodborne, I said this in this game. And it stands testament to a game when you physically dread every single area this game has to throw at you, but yet you still pick up the controller, you still go back to it, you still try. Because of that glimmer that you'll do it this time, or that you've learnt enough. You know, I get put off playing Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2 because of the poison areas like Blighttown and the gutter and things like that. And some of the annoying habits that Dark Souls 2 has, and some of the irritating areas and bosses that Dark Souls 1 has. And sometimes I get put off to the point where I don't want to play. It's rare, but it does happen. With a game like this, I'll be honest, I've been recording this for like 4 days straight at this point. For these last 4 or 5 episodes, I've been doing one after the other because I really want to play. I'm not in a rush to complete it. I've got, you know, I've got plenty of time to do projects, but I just wanted to play. I wanted to beat it, you know, I wanted to be at the top of my game when I came to Allant, when I came to visit the old one. And, you know, I can't thank Bluepoint more for giving us Demon Souls back in this state, because it's phenomenal what they've done. You know, I will be playing this again pretty much immediately. Whether I'll go for a New Game Plus or whether I'll go for a whole new character, I'm not sure. And you know what? I might even do both. And that's how much I love this game. Like, I get to the end of, like, say, Dark Souls, and I get to the end of it and I think, oh, you know, it's over, thank God, it's an amazing game, blah, blah, blah. But for me, there was no desire to go back in and do it again. This game, I always have that burn, that whole, cool, we've done it. Let's build a new character, let's do it again. Or, let's see if we can do it on New Game Plus. Because it's harder. And I think that stands testament to a game like this, that is so punishing and so difficult that not only do you want to put yourself through it once, you want to do it again, and again, and again. You know, this game is brutal. It's probably one of the hardest of the Soulsborne games. And it's difficult through design, it's not artificially tricky. You know, I think there's only one place I felt like, you know what, that's a bit cheap. And that was the Valley of Defilement. I think it was a little darker than maybe it should have been. And there was a lot of pitfalls. But you know, we got through it. That was the only time I felt like, actually, I'm getting a bit frustrated. But actually, I could have made my life easier. So there's always a choice, there's always a way. I just love this game. It's like I said, it started a whole genre. We wouldn't have Hollow Knight. We wouldn't have Mortal Shell. We wouldn't have Sekiro. We wouldn't have Bloodborne without this game. This game exists as the top of that pillar. There's Astrea's theme again. Probably my favourite piece of music in the whole game. But I have nothing but respect for this game and the attention it demands. Miyazaki, you devious bastard. Because he went on to basically design the rest of the Soul series. So, yeah, I just want to express my thoughts on the game itself, because there's been a lot of times in this game where my commentary's been silent or a bit monotonous, and it's because you're concentrating, and you know, I find it really difficult and frustrating if I die because my concentration has wavered. And I haven't really been able to sort of express my thoughts and feelings on the game itself. So that's why at the end I wanted to go through my thoughts and feelings. Plus, you know full well, if you've been watching this channel, I like to let the credits roll. I think it's the least you can do to show respect for the people that have put their time and energy into making something like this. So I hope you appreciate the thoughts and feelings I have on this game, and its series that it spawned, and its genre that it's created. I don't have much more to say, but there is a ton of this game we haven't shown off. There's side areas, there's secrets, there's characters we didn't rescue, there's characters we probably, you know, we killed that we maybe didn't want to kill. I mean, Ostrava, you know, I was really strict about the idea of saving him. But, you know, we failed in that endeavour this time. Bior, I'm pretty sure we got him killed as well. Facing that dragon on his own. So, you know, I wanted to go get Sage Frake, I wanted to go get Yuri the Witch. There was a lot of things I wanted to do. Now, after the game's finished, it locks you out of everything you've done. You keep your equipment, I believe, in your inventory, minus your keys. Basically, you get thrown straight back into New Game Plus, which means you won't have access to the Maiden in Black until you've beaten Phalanx, which is a problem because everything's about 30-40% harder than it was previously to match the growth you've had throughout the game, which makes perfect sense, I know. But it does mean that a Dragling can kill you if you don't watch your ass. Oh, the Maiden in Black Demon Soul. That's cool. Okay guys, so this is a bit of a redux. So I had every intention of showing you a little bit of New Game Plus after the ending. However, the video went on a little longer than I anticipated, so what I'm doing is I'm splitting the videos up. And if you don't want to see New Game Plus, this is the last thing you'll see. So I want to say thank you so much for joining me for Demon Souls. I hope you enjoyed it. I've had a blast, and I think this game's phenomenal. If you didn't know that I thought that already, I think this game's amazing. So I hope you've had a good time watching it. I appreciate your patience. I know it's been a long Let's Play, and I hope to see you again for another Soulsborne game in the future, and for more games in the very near future. I have a new project starting in a week or so. So I'll see you for that. If you want to keep up with me, go check out Crisis Core. This is my other game, and if you're not already watching it, it'd be great to see you on there. But thank you so much for joining me for Demon Souls. Have a fantastic rest of your day. See you around.